Hey guys, welcome to Open Night at the Cydeer Cafe. I'm joined here by my friend Bluey, or just Blue, sorry, I'm thinking of the Australian sheepdog there, I apologise. But
Ah.
I shouldn't say that, you're a cat. How dare I?
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole purpose of this video, guys, before we get into it, we're going to be talking about two very famous YouTubers, also known as the cold ones. It's Max Mofo and Chad. I always forget what Chad's thing is. I think it's anything for money. Anything for views.
Oh,
Which
anything
is his
for
original.
views.
That was
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So yeah, Blue. Yeah, sorry, Blue. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell people a little bit about you, what you do, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Blue. I usually if I ever get rated or anything, I always tell people I'm an elf boy who can become a cat boy. So this is a redeem, so I let y'all get a free channel point redeem. Don't tell Chad, okay? They'll get really mad at me. But yeah, I'm an elf. But then I can become a cat. You may ask how. I say it's elf magic. So leave that to your imagination.
Fair enough. I have something similar. On my stream, if people want to redeem the female mode, I press a quick little button, and the hair drops. The big old biddies come out, and I do actually have an AI voice changer that I can use to get myself to a female voice. And I usually do for subs and not their thing. It's kind of like, oh, you did this. Here's a really cool thing I can do. Haha.
I love that.
But yeah, we were going to talk about cold ones. Oh, and before I continue, Blue over here is they stream a fair amount on Twitch. You will find their links and stuff below in the description if you want to go check them out. But yeah, we're going to be talking about cold ones today and their rise to fame and how they've stayed there as consistently one of the highest rated YouTubers around as a duo. So yeah, first we'll just talk about where we both kind of started watching the dastardly duo that they are. So yeah, Blue, dude, take it away. How did you kind of get introduced to these guys?
Yeah. So I actually remember the first time I ever saw Max. It wasn't. I don't think. Yeah, Chad wasn't a part of the video, but it was Hair Kick 2 to be exact, with Filthy Frank. I was pretty heavy into Filthy Frank. I loved him, and Max and iDubbbz were there, and because of it, I was like, oh, I was super curious about the other creators in the video, because I'd only really watched Frank's stuff, and I kept seeing iDubbbz and Max, and even Chad in there as well. So I started watching Max, and then Max and Chad would do a lot of stuff together. I saw the video where Chad got a tattoo on his butt. You know what I mean? So there was just so many things. I'm like, these guys are wild. This is the kind of content that I remember it was my first year of college when I found them, and I was like, I'm in love with their content. It's incredible.
Oh yeah.
How about you?
I completely get it, because for me it was roughly the same. So I didn't see the specific video you said, but I remember seeing them with Filthy Frank a lot and the rest of the guys. I think the very first video I ever watched with all of them in it, and I don't know if this was towards the end of Filthy Frank or towards kind of the early mid. Honestly, it could be any point, but you can correct me. It was when they did, I think it was the wedding, and they had to do stupid stuff, and there was glass all over the floor, and you had Max, Filthy, Max was the bride, Filthy Frank was the groom, and they were having stuff thrown at them. They were running across a slip and slide, but they were trying to carry champagne glasses and stuff. And originally there was no glass, but then they kept slipping over on the slime on the floor and the soap, and the glass got smashed into it, and then they kept falling on the glass. And I was like, Jesus Christ, guys, how are you continuing this when literally that half of them were getting cut to shreds by all this shards of glass on the floor? And it just it got worse. It got worse.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what was that? Was that towards the beginning or towards the end of good old Joji?
I'd say I think that's kind of a midpoint to end point. The thing is, they had so much content when even I discovered them that I was I would just churn through YouTube videos and I would just watch stuff back to back. But I do feel that one was a later one.
Yeah,
but they were in Australia during that too. I think they were Max's house when they recorded that.
I think it was, because I remember it wasn't Chad one of I don't know if it wasn't one of the camera guys who just started slowly getting into the videos, because he would also do the stupid stuff they were. If I remember correctly.
He might have. I don't know. I actually don't know the full backstory to Chad. I honestly don't.
Because from what I remember every time I would see Chad, at least in the earlier videos, he would kind of be coming in front of the camera from the camera's point of view, if that makes sense. And I was it seemed like he was from behind it, but I think the first video I saw with Chad was when they were tasering each other and they were trying to do stuff. And I think that's why Chad, whenever he does the cold ones videos, whenever they do unboxing stuff from Wish or Temu or Amazon and or Alibaba, and then you've always got Chad who somehow secretly orders 5 tasers and just terrorizes Max the rest of the video. I'm like, bro. Oh, I love the videos where Max just gets randomly tased, honestly.
Yeah, he's like one of the more chill ones too. I think he's settled down so much, I think,
He
since
really
Cold
has.
Ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I think ironically enough, Max, I think if I remember correctly, I think it was just before their last video or just after their last video, Max actually came out as gay or bisexual. I can't remember which one it is specifically. So don't quote me
Okay.
on that. But
Yeah,
he was on
yeah.
about like his relationship that he has now, but with, and he was talking to Max about it on one of the videos, and then he kind of fully came out on the Cold One / his own Twitter / Instagram. So I'm like, I can't remember if it was gay or bisexual, so don't quote me on it. But I'm really happy for him because every time I see it, like his videos, like I don't even know if Max has got a partner. Oh wait, Max does have a partner. He got married, didn't he?
I don't actually. I really don't know if he has gotten married.
I thought Max got married because there was like
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, he's been with his girlfriend for a long time.
That was it. Yeah, he did get married because what was funny was they got married. I think it was last year or kind of late last year. There was a picture of like them at the wedding, and Filthy Frank was there, and so was iDubbbz. Like the whole gang was back. The whole gang was back for the wedding.
Hot dog. I do remember that. I do remember. Gosh, was it Max that got married, or was it? Did iDubbbz get married?
No, I think the whole shit with iDubbbz and his girlfriend made. I don't think they're getting married. Are they getting married? I feel like that would be a very bad move for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, I still really like both of them because I remember when I first came on the Cold Ones was because I didn't realize they had like their own thing. I binge watched all of their videos in like 3 days. Like I would go back to back.
Wow, really? Okay.
Back to back.
Damn, you know more than me.
So funny.
Yeah, you know more than me for sure. Then I watched like a good handful of them, and then I think I just slowed down a bunch because I got so busy.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, they do put out a lot of content, but like their content's also like half an hour long, but they're really well edited. I feel like that's actually one of the reasons why Cold Ones does so well is one, their content is funny as hell because like they will just do stupid stuff like there's this air fry and then they air fry like crayons and then they air fry like an Elmo toy type stuff, and it's like what the hell.
Yeah. And they're wild.
But their editing, like honestly, it's Darwin. It is Darwin, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Darwin. Scott and Darwin, yeah. They do all the editing in the background, and genuinely, like their editing skills is really funny because like a lot of it doesn't even look like it's. You wouldn't be able to tell. Like you can tell it's edited because like they'll inflate their heads like a balloon and stuff, but it doesn't.
Oh yeah,
look
I've seen those
bad.
edits.
Yeah, but it doesn't look bad, does it?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I wish I could never. I wish though. But they do so many good stuff.
I love it.
But the worst thing, have you ever seen Cold One's Patreon? Like what they post on their Patreon?
No. There's only 2 things I subscribe to on Patreon as of right now. It's Apari. It's like a clothing brand that I really love, and they send me pins every couple months, which is cool.
Oh, okay.
And I think I'm still subscribed to the Trash Taste one too.
Oh, nice. I'm only subscribed to one thing on Patreon, and that is my BQ bot, which is text to TTS, text to sound. Yeah, text to speech. Yeah. It's like a bot that basically sometimes chat can interact with, and every time someone goes to lurk, it's like, aha, thank you for lurking. Do not let the lurk monster lick your feet. And that's what it says, and it's just kind of like a little funny thing that it goes
I love
on to.
that.
Like,
yo, that's sick. Yeah. I love that.
But yeah, it just says random shit. But yeah, but do you have any like little things like that on your stream? Do you have any kind of like cool little bots or like little voice alert or sound alerts even?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I used a lot of, and I think it might have like inspired some of my friends a little bit as well, is I use blurps a lot. I set them at a pretty recent, like a low cost too, just because I like when people are able to play a sound if they want to, and I try to update the blurps like every couple weeks. Like I'll revamp everything. Like I'll get rid of like every single blurb and add in all new ones. And sometimes people are sad because they're like, oh, my favorite blurb is gone, and maybe I'll bring it back if I'll be like, you know what, I'll bring your blurb back. But I've also been using Tangia, which is amazing. If you haven't seen Tangia,
I've never even heard of it. Never even heard of it.
Highly recommend. Imagine blurb, but with a little green screen with a little animation that plays. It's awesome. I've been using that a lot.
Is it free or is it kind of like a paid?
Good question. I may have paid a couple dollars for the premium version. It's not, if it does cost anything, it is very inexpensive. Highly recommend it. It's super fun. My chat has really enjoyed it. I even actually have a Max Tangia one where like he busts the door open. He's like, "Hey, what are you watching this shit for?" You know?
Oh yeah, I did see it. I'd actually saw that on one of his streams. Actually, I was there, and it was like I think it was when Max was younger. And he opened the door. And he was like crawling out, and he didn't have his glasses on or anything. He was like, "Hey!" I was like, "Bro." I was like, I know this person. It's actually why I came on to doing cold ones with you, because Zorro mentioned it, but also I saw that and I was like, bro.
Yeah.
I vibe with this. I do vibe with it, you know?
Yeah, so I love those. I think the Tangias are really fun. I think chat really enjoys them. Blurps are fun. I also have a thing. If you come to my channel, you'll probably see it happen because it happens every stream many times. But I have a slap redeem. It's a pretty inexpensive slap blurp. But it's like Paimon, and it's like, and she like slaps. She makes like a slap noise. And anytime someone redeems it, I hear the and I go, ah. So it's like, and I'm like, why? You know, so like I'll get slapped by chat. Nice. I know some people do like the bonk and the animation happens, but I think like something that's kind of unique to my channel. At least I haven't seen as many people do this, but that sound makes me do something while I'm streaming, and I try my best to react to it, even if I'm in a high pressure situation like Apex. But sometimes you gotta lock in, so you know you can't.
No, I do get it. I get it. I use tits.
Oh, I have tits as well. Yeah. You gotta have
throwing system. You can't be a VTuber without tits. You can't be a VTuber without tits. You always need them.
Such a valuable asset. Yeah.
Yes,
so
tits are a valuable asset. But we're on about guys. Just so for those who don't know, tits are not only man's best friend, but also acronym for Twitch integrated throwing system, where you can throw shit at VTubers. So
if you want, actually, I could do one right now. Well, actually, never mind. They won't see it on. Oh wait. I don't think they'll see it on your end.
No, they wouldn't see it if you're just streaming VTube, unfortunately.
Shucks, never mind.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I might be able to pull it up a bit later because I have it and it would show up on my end. But it's basically they just throw low poly 3D models / 2D assets at the person. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I do like it. But yeah, so back to good old cold ones and for the whole Filthy Frank situation. What do you actually think about the Filthy Frank situation, like how it ended and then how he kind of redid himself as Joji? And no offense, he's a very good musician and I really like his music, but I also do feel bad for like just the end of the era type thing with the whole pink guy Filthy Frank vibe, because obviously you couldn't do his type of content nowadays with the social climate, but like it was an era. It was its own golden era of kind of YouTube kind of deal there.
Yeah. I think it was probably, at least for me personally, it was probably like, there were some of my favorite videos, and yeah, to your point, like I don't think it would survive in this climate, but I do think, I think he's a genius. I think he left at the perfect time, and I think he built a platform that, you know, it's incredible. Like his music's awesome. I actually listen to his music a lot. I actually love going to VR chat worlds and listening to Joji when I just relax in a really cozy world. And it's just such a vibe. Like he's incredible, and it makes me like chuckle when someone who like doesn't know about his YouTuber side, when you can tell them like, oh, that guy that you really love his music. Yeah. Have you seen Hair Cake? And they're like, I don't even know what you're talking. And then they see this and they're like, no, not my boy, not my sweet boy Joji.
Yeah, you go from that one video where his first music video where he's like crying, shot with an arrow, really depressing, but like such a vibe song, and then you look back and it's just like, it's time to stop.
Yeah. A neat thing though, I don't know if you've seen it, you probably have, but Dracula Flow
rings a bell.
So it's like the older guy, he's got like painted on hairline, he's like Dracula, but he says a bunch of stuff, like he'll be like, this shit ain't nothing to me, man, and like just like a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah. That was actually directed by Frank.
Oh, so shit, really?
He's kind of, check it out. He's kind of, I think he's getting back into the content creation sphere, just from a different angle. He's not the one making the content, he's kind of directing it, at least from what I've gathered. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that I'm right. But I think he's cooking up some stuff. We might see a little. Yeah. It won't be in the same capacity, but I think I'm hoping to see maybe some more content come back.
Yeah, I mean,
Because that's very much the unhinged. It's so good. It's so good.
yeah, I mean, I used to love all these videos, and I feel like you know what we do need to come back up. We need the boys back. We need all 4 of them back. We need iDubbbz, Frank, Max, and Chad, just to do one video, like just a reunion, like a reunion video, just for like 10 minutes. They do something stupid together, and that's it. That's all you want, like a reunion 10-minute video. And I feel like it would break the internet. It would genuinely destroy the internet.
Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah, I think it would be super viral. I mean, it'd be cool. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, when I think about it though, like Georgie reminds me of one other person who did something similar. So you know, I always get his name wrong. The main singer from My Chemical Romance, I think it's called like Jared. Is it Jared? No.
Oh,
we know
no,
who. Yeah, we know who we mean. Everyone knows the main singer from My Chemical Romance, but like, isn't he the one who did Umbrella Academy?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he did Umbrella Academy.
Maybe.
He did
Cool.
the comics for Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
After they left My Chemical Romance, after like that whole scenario, they did My Chemical Romance and My Chemical Romance. Of course, he did that. No, he did Umbrella Academy, and like it was his comics, and then he's also helping direct the show on Netflix, which is quite cool.
Cool. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's honestly quite a talented person, because he felt like he had major kind of depression and stuff when it was towards the end of My Chemical Romance, which is why it kind of all got disbanded. And if you see him now, he's a bit heavier on like weight side, but he's a lot happier because he isn't like trying to force himself not to eat and stuff. But he's also very creative with his comics and kind of aspirations on that side of things, and it's paying off for him genuinely. But I see the same thing maybe happening in the future for Georgie, or Frank, whoever you want to refer to him as. But like, I genuinely think that if we see any type of like big production value content from Georgie, I feel like you'll be able to tell though, because I don't see him making content that doesn't have any reference to his old stuff in any way, shape, or form. I just don't see him doing that, because even in his music videos, there's stuff in there that kind of is a look back at what he used to do, which is quite fun.
Yeah.
I do quite like that. But like, when we talk about cold ones, have you seen what they've done recently to kind of as another revenue stream instead of just their videos? They now sell a type of, I think it's beer or cider. I'm kind of going to go with cider because of what it's made from.
Okay. Yeah.
It's called grog. They've literally called it grog because that's what they call alcohol in general.
That's what they call all their alcohol. Yeah.
But it's like, it's soju. It's like grape flavored soju and like cider. So it's genuinely, it's insane. It's super expensive though, because it's like custom beer and shit. But I really want to get some because I genuinely love them so much. But I'm like, I'm not the biggest drinker, but I feel like I would vibe with that thing because they've got like a cosmic peach. They've got like a really like soju grape. Like the flavors are genuinely out there, because I know for a fact, Chad will drink anything, but Max hates beer, lager, IPA, hates all that shit. He will not drink.
Yeah, I know.
And they made this grog, and every episode now they just drink this grog. And he loves it because he's like, it's like a beer, but it tastes nice. And then Chad's like, it's nothing like a beer, it's like a cider that tastes nice. I'm like, bro, just pick one. And it's just soju. I mean, soju's brutal though. If you drink soju, you'll go from being absolutely sober to the next minute you're climbing down the walls looking for your long lost brother or something. Like, you're not gonna find shit. But it is.
I hear doing a grog stream.
yeah, we're gonna do a drunk stream. Every time I get subbed, I do a shot. Uncapped, yeah. Uncapped shot stream.
Holy moly.
Cirrhosis of the liver got nothing on me. But yeah, no, genuinely, I want to start doing some. I'm going to start collabing with people kind of going forward. But I feel like that is a way to grow on like Twitch, YouTube, and kind of just in content creation as well, just kind of getting those connections. And you see it with cold ones, because obviously Max and Chad at one point didn't know each other, right? But now you just, cold ones wouldn't work without them, because their kind of chemistry between the two of them is so, like, it's so natural when you watch it. You would think they'd known each other for like since birth type deal, like they were brothers, but they're not. And I feel like just you need those kind of people around you when you make content. So any aspiring content creators out there who want to become the next Tim the Tap Man or Dr. Disrespect or any of them guys, remember, they have each other, and which is why they're big as well, because they make content together and you can vibe with it. Because watching someone solely play a game by themselves consistently and that's all they do, whether it's Let's Plays or anything like that, it does get a bit boring. But when you kind of got that dynamic of two people, it really comes together very nicely. Like, these interviews wouldn't be nearly as entertaining or nice to listen to if it was just me talking about my views on the world. Having a guest and having an interviewee is what makes a podcast kind of a podcast and not just someone having a monologue like Syndrome from Incredibles, you know?
Yeah, I think that's been what's made it so fun for me as well. Just like having someone like, or having like a couple friends, or just like reaching out to people, being like, hey, I really enjoy your content. Like, I think, you know, we'd have fun playing games together, and I think it's been really nice, you know. I totally agree with that. That's why I'm usually like really open to like playing with new people, as long as like, and I do think you know, if the world was perfect, everyone would be a perfect person to collab with. But I do always like encourage people to like, and I do this as well, as like, I'll watch some people's stuff, like I'll watch their TikToks and I'll scroll through and I'll be like, oh, I love this vibe, or I'll pop into a stream, chat with them for a bit, and then I kind of go from there.
Yeah, you kind of want to get a feel for them before you kind of just like get that olive branch reached out type deal.
Yeah, for sure. Because I know the dynamic of my own stream is like really, really hectic, and I have to make sure that like, you know, they'll feel comfortable with that type of dynamic too. You know what I mean? So like, usually I'll find people that are like similarly unhinged, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a great time, just as wild. Yeah.
The thing is like it's quite funny with that, to be fair, because on my streams, it's not that I'm like unhinged or anything. If I'm talking to a friend and like I'm playing with someone, I get like a vibe with, like, say if we played Apex together, like I would say such out of pocket things, or like do some really stupid shit, like scream down the mic when I'm running away, like Jack Sparrow running away from Tribeman, like stuff like that. But like if I'm in my stream by myself, like I'm streaming myself, it's more of a chill vibe, if that makes sense. Like I match the energy of whoever I'm with type deal. And
I get that.
I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing or what, because I am slowly trying to get into the whole get diagnosed officially with ADHD. So I'm not saying I have it, but people have told me. But like I do genuinely mimic the kind of not the person, but I mimic the atmosphere that I'm entering to kind of like make it entertaining, which is why I'm quite good at like with this is very chill, but it can also be hectic and stuff. Like we've chatted about cold ones, we're having a laugh, we're having like a cool vibe session, but like if I was just chilling at it and I'm only introverted, I would literally be sitting there going, yeah, so Max Mofo and Chad, yeah, it's all really chill, yeah, this is amazing, yeah. But no, I'm like vibing with you. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking Max jumping on glass, yeah, fuck yeah, cut your foot open and someone fucking lick the hole or some shit like that, like, you know, stupid shit like that is what you need. It's what you need to make it like a vibe, but like that's why I like it that way. Like it can be chill, but it can also be chaotic. So it's like it's not that I'm like a jack of all trades, but it just makes it that like people can be entertained, and if they want to have a chill stream, they can. If they want to have a chaotic stream, they can. So it's like it's consistently it's consistently dynamic. Like a stream will have parts of chaos and have parts of chill every stream. Sure. So it's whatever you kind of vibe with at the time. But
absolutely,
it is one of those things. But yeah, wait, before I forget, old one. Chad broke his ankle on his last video, and I know I mentioned this before we started this, but what happened was I'll not spoil the video, because they were drinking, if I remember correctly, if it's the one he broke his ankle on, they were drinking celebrity alcohol, I think it was, and like they had like an Elon Musk beer and stuff like that. But Chad found a flare, like an actual road flare, and he decided at the end of the video, after it was all finished, it's literally like an outtake, like a behind the, like a after credits scene, and all you hear is Chad screaming with the sound of a flare going off, him running, and then just snapping his ankle on a curb, and you're like, wow, because you even hear the break. Like the thing is, it's not even edited in. You do hear the break, and it's like a pop. It's like a bubble wrap mixed with like bubble wrap popping inside of like a ceramic bowl. It's got a kind of bit of reverberation. I'm like, ugh. But it was honestly, I was like, oh fuck me, that must have killed. That must have been.
I hope he gets a really cool boot. If he gets a cool boot, then it'll make it kind of worth it, right?
Maybe, but I mean, I don't know what it's like in America, but like at least I know at least in Australia and in the UK, if you break your ankle, sometimes they don't even give you like a cast. Sometimes they just put you in like a brace, like a boot that
Holy
you put
moly.
on and then you can take off and
Yeah.
have a shower with, as long as it's like
Mhm,
immobilized.
mhm. Yeah.
So like that happens sometimes because like I broke my finger in America once, and they wanted, honestly I broke it. I was like, I'm just gonna tape it together. Okay, it's a finger, but they made me go to hospital. I had to have surgery for a broken little finger. I was like, this is weird as shit. Having a surgery in a different country I've only just arrived in. Whereas in England, if I went to a hospital with a broken finger, they'd give me a set of duct tape and a popsicle stick to be like, there you go, keep it straight, you're good.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I was like, bro, this
wild.
dynamic's odd.
Yeah, I had a friend who broke his thumb. They put a bolt down his thumb, like
Oh.
down all the way to like his wrist. Yeah, it was a
Whoa.
massive bolt they put in.
Oh god, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, I think Max needs, not Max, I think Chad actually might need surgery. He hasn't posted anything on Twitter about it yet, as of today at least.
Well, the way you said it sounded, he might. It sounds crazy.
He might, but the thing is, also, without sounding awful, with Max being slightly on the heavier side in comparison, not Max, I keep saying Max, with Chad being slightly on the heavier side than Max, a lot of it, like the popping sound and like how bad it looks, are genuinely just could be due to the extra weight around the area as well as swelling. So,
yeah.
It could genuinely be okay.
Yeah,
but
actually, on the topic of the ankle thing, I had a time crazy. I actually was running. I remember it was in gym class. I was like a young elf.
Is this like a rare event you running, or like what we're going off here? You're like,
Oh no. I'm a pretty athletic guy.
Oh, okay,
but it was in gym class though. It was in high school, and I was
Right.
running. I turned, and we were playing like kickball. I caught the ball, because the rule was if you caught the ball when someone threw it at you, you could just drop it and not be out. I caught the ball, but when I did it, I actually twisted my ankle, and I heard my ankle like hit the wood floor, like a click noise, and I thought that I broke my ankle, but it was a severe sprain. So maybe, I mean, if Chad's lucky, maybe his ankle ball just hit the pavement and made that noise.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't even that. Maybe it was just him cracking open a cold grog on the way down. Just look.
Yeah, of course, it had to be the grog. I think he's alright.
Yeah, he's fine. He just actually popped over a cold one with the boys as he went down. He was like, you know what? I'm out, boys. I see you.
Yeah, it was for the bit. I think it was for the bit.
Oh, it has to be for the bit. A bit of bone that he lost from breaking his ankle.
Oh god.
Me. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wind it down there. That was the episode on cold ones, as well as kind of like their small rise to fame, Georgie, and everything in between. Hope you guys have enjoyed the content with me and Blue. Say goodbye. Tell them, give them a tiny bit of wisdom before you head off, and then I'll say goodbye as well.
Yeah. For any aspiring streamers and stuff, I think we talked about collabing. I think collabing is incredibly important and helpful in growth, but I think also doing multiple things. I think being active on social media and being on multiple platforms is hugely beneficial. I've made so many great friends through TikTok and Twitter and stuff, and I wouldn't have had them if I was only streaming on Twitch. You know, all of you be good and make sure you like and subscribe, okay? Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Or he will pull out the butter knife again.
Yeah, this knife is for spreading butter and spreading cheeks. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say I knew where that was going. It could be it's the butt knife, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, guys, that was open night at the Cydeer Café. I hope you guys had a really good time. If it's nighttime for you, good night, peace. If it's daytime for you, stop watching the video and get back to work, boys. Peace.
Yeah.